And now, from Laurel, Maryland, the Silicon Trailer Park, it's snack time.
Oh, the Silicon Trailer Park. Yes, this is Laurel, Maryland. It is 3:15. And yes, it's time for Snackboy. Today I'd like to start on one of your emails. And this email comes from Rox, R-O-X. Okay, it says, Terry, I have one question. How does your family feel about you talking about them? Or do they not watch? Oh, Rox, that's a great question. And a lot of people have been curious. Well, here's the thing. Grandmother, who's my absolute all-time favorite topic du jour for Snackboy, pretty much could watch every episode about her and pretty much have no idea what's going on. And that's okay. She's very, very happy, nicely medicated. As far as my mother and father are concerned, well, they're a little weary. You see, if you've noticed, I've never talked about good old Mom on Snackboy. I'm not saying I never will, but my mom and I have a little deal going. She says that basically she'll keep the rest of the family, i.e. Aunt Jane, Grandma, my brother and his wife, from knowing our dirty little story secrets that we're telling. Of course, they're truth. Hey, if you don't want it told on Snackboy, don't live it. Is that beautiful sentiment? But as long as I don't drag my mother and father into the abyss of storytelling, they don't have a whole lot of problem with Snackboy because, hey, they talk this way about our family too. Thank you for writing in, Rox, and that's a great question. And because of this festive email, that's right. Today we're going to do a new show on Grandma. Grandma. I think this is the third or the fourth episode on Grandma, and the reason I keep coming back to Grandma is because there's just so darn much good stuff to say about her. And yesterday, I visited my family's home in beautiful Silver Spring, Maryland, near Laurel. And while visiting, my mother said, Terry, in the kitchen, she said, Terry, I think you should go talk to Grandma. I said, Mom, why? And she said, Grandma is just not feeling too well today, and it'd be a nice thing to do. So I walked into that back bedroom, and I said, Grandma, how are you doing? And she looked up at me and she said, I hope that your Aunt Jane is going to take me to bingo tomorrow night. I said, Grandma, she will. And she looked up at me and said, what? I said, she will. And she goes, who will what? I said, Grandma, I'm sure Aunt Jane will take you to bingo. Huh? Anyway, how you doing, Grandma? And I gave her a hug and a little peck on the cheek and let her watch TV. After that, my mom went into the room, and like the dutiful nurse/daughter that she is, she gave my grandmother 2 of her new pills. That's right, everybody. Good news, Grandma is on new medication. And this is reason to celebrate. Let me tell you why. Grandma is incredible on these new pills. She's happier, she's more creative, and she's living that Fantasia life that we know she should be living. And here's the conversation. That's right, today's show is on the conversation I had with Grandma. I was sitting there reading a book on the couch of my family's home when about 45 minutes later, after taking the pills, maybe an hour, Grandma comes to join me on the couch. She's wearing a long t-shirt that goes to her knees, and she's got a diaper on under it. Hey, when I get that old, I'll probably have a diaper too. I'm not cutting Grandma down for anything she has potty-wise. But she was playing with the diaper. She was twisting it around her whole body. The diaper started forward. I could hear the Velcro snatching and unsnatching as she twisted it around her whole body and sat down, still clutching at her diaper through her long t-shirt with the little cat picture on it. And I could tell that Grandma was ready for a good, heartfelt talk. She looked at me and she goes, are you coming to Atlantic City with us? And I said, no. And she goes, why not? And I said, Grandma, who's taking you to Atlantic City? Well, for everyone out there who's in Europe or not near Atlantic City is a gambling haven. She said, well, it's going to be me and your mother and Aunt Lon and Aunt, Jane. All of a sudden, my brother's wife, Kate, runs in. I can't find my keys. Oh, no, where are my keys? And Grandma looks at me and goes, what's she looking for? And I said, she's looking for her keys. And she looks down at our dog, our little bulldog, Marla. And she says, Marla, what did you do with her keys? Marla, what did you do with them? And then she stops and she forgot what she was talking about. She goes, Marla, what are you looking for? I said, Grandma, what are you talking about? And she ignores me. She can't hear me. She goes, Marla, what are you looking for? what are you doing? And I said, Grandma, what are you going to do in Atlantic City? And she looks at me and she says, Atlantic City? I never met him. I said, Grandma, Atlantic City, you're going to gamble in Atlantic City with my mom and Aunt Lauren and Aunt Jane. And she goes, well, I have to meet him first. I said, meet who? Marla, I have to meet him first. And of course, you all might be confused. Well, so was I. And then I said, Grandma, what are you going to do in Atlantic City? You're going to gamble? She goes, I'm going to win $100.
Cut.
Oh, I'm not going to win $100, Marla.